Charts in Excel, they're pretty easy for the most part. Now, I often create charts on separate sheets, so I use F11 to do it. In order to build a chart, though, you got to open up a file, most obviously, and you got to select the data. So the file that we're going to use for this sample is called charts. So we're just going to open that up. Okay, everybody's looking good. So we already have a chart here called first quarter sales. To move the chart, just click in the background like I'm doing and just move it off to the side. You can resize it too. Anytime you need to do that, you can make it bigger or smaller. And if you ever want to delete it, just hit delete. Now, in order to build a chart, like I said, you have to highlight data. Whenever you're ready, ladies, please highlight the following cells, A5 through B9. Now on your keyboard, we're going to hit F11. F11. Look at that, Leslie. You got a big chart. So does Tanya. We all got the same chart. That's the column chart. Great if you want to compare data. Okay? Now this is just for the first quarter, January. Well, just for January. And then we got north, south, east, and west. If you mouse over the data series bars, you can see a little screen tip there of the actual value. Okay? Now, on the ribbon itself, we have, under the chart tools, 3 contextual tabs. This is called the design tab, so naturally you can change how it looks. Feel free to pick any color that you want. If you go under the triangle button here, more, there's a lot more. You can pick whichever one you want. So remember, F11. F11. Here you go. Very nice. Now, the layout tab. Let's suppose you want to add those numbers so we don't have to wait for it. Under the under the layout tab, there's a data labels tab. And notice the different options. I'm actually going to choose outside end. You can pick something else if you want. As long as I can see them and read them, I'm good. You got to think in terms of, what if I have to print this and it's not a color printer? So that will determine where you're going to put the values. Okay, there's other options here too that you might want to play around with. We have the legend. You might want to put the legend at the top. You may want to just leave it where it is. You know, you may want to turn it off. You can choose none. Put it on the left or just get rid of it. All right. Now the format tab has some additional options to help you, format your chart and give it a nice polished look. All right. So whenever you're ready, let's go back to the original sheet. Now that chart is linked to the chart data sheet. So whenever you're ready, take your time, don't rush. We're going to go back. This time we're going to create a pie chart, a 3D exploded pie chart of the same data. And then we're not going to use F11, but we're going to go up here to the ribbon. We're going to go to Insert. This is the pie chart category, ladies. And look at this, exploded pie chart. So we're going to go for that one. And there it is. You may have to move it, no doubt about it. But there's your pie chart. And like I said, if you want to go to the chart tools, under that layout tab, there's your data labels like we already learned. You can put them wherever you want. Outside end, there's your legend. You might want to show that at the bottom, kind of bounce things out. I think that looks a lot better in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. You can ignore me on that. Okay. Now suppose, your spreadsheet's getting a little overcrowded and you want to put this on another sheet and you want to print this at some point. Well, if you click a blank area and go to File to Print, simply put, if you don't select anything, everything that can fit on the 8.511 will print. Okay? I'm not really going to print this. We're not set up with printers, so we can't even print. So I'm going to hit Escape. Now, if you select the chart and then press Control P or File to Print, that's the only thing that will come out of that printer. But if you don't select the chart, then most more than likely you're going to print half of the spreadsheet and half of the chart until you kind of center it and fix it up. Okay, so I'm going to hit escape. And you might want to move it on to sheet 2. You see what I just did? So next time I go to file to print or control P, see down here at the bottom, page 1 of 2. So when page 2 comes out, that's when you'll see both of my charts. Sometimes you just have to make sacrifices. You have to move stuff around in such a way that it's going to print for you better. Okay? Any questions about that? Charts made easy. All right. So pie charts. Let's talk about pie charts and bar charts for just a second. Pie charts are best suited for one data series, like first quarter only, February only. But the pie chart wouldn't be good for multiple series. The bar chart and column charts would. Anytime you're doing a comparison of multiple series, that's when you would not want to use the pie chart. Okay? Now, let's suppose you want to build a chart on all the regions in January, but also March. So let's try to highlight this range of cells first. A5 through B9. Now, you're going to have to hold Control down. You're going to have to hold that down. In order to highlight March, that's what you have to do. All right, so let's give it a shot. So what I had to do, I had to Control, click, and drag to select the non-continuous range. Perfect, you both did it just fine. Because I want to put it on a separate sheet, let's hit F11. F11. And it assumes that you want to build a bar chart. I mean a column chart, I'm sorry. Now suppose you do want to change your chart type. Notice at the top left, right below File is a button called Change Chart Type. So we're going to pick something else. We're going to go to the category bar. And you might want to scroll down, and then you got different bar types. See? You can pick whichever one you want. If you don't want to do a bar, you can go back to column. Pick the one that you like, and click OK. Feel free to play around, change the colors. Whatever you want to specify is fine by me. All right. Look at your